this going? Hopefully the chat works. It says ready to display messages, but I guess we'll see. Anyway, just is going. So, if anyone was watching Nintendo's E3 just last week, you might have seen a little trailer for Metroid 5. Well, as you just saw, this is Metroid 4, aka Metroid Fusion. Hey! What's up, Bumpty? Making the best fanfic you'll ever read. Well, we can't wait.
Yeah, I'm thrilled.
And it actually doesn't look like YouTube pulled up the thumbnail. That's great.
Oh, yeah, I can't use like, well, I can go and download the real thumbnail that you actually wanted to use in it.
Yeah, should I put one together? Let me send it to you real quick. Technical things, always.
I may be able to just get it from here, actually. Wait 10,000 years for this to load up. Yeah, there it is. Alright, I'm downloading it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's the one. Yes, you can wait, because it's about a visual novel that desperately tried to be scary. I wonder what that could possibly be.
Yeah, when are we gonna do the hype stream for Doki Doki Literature Club Plus?
Maybe about like never o'clock. Alright. So yeah, just figured with the crazy hype around Metroid Dread, that would be a good time. I've done this before. Actually, full disclosure, did a live stream this already, but I don't care. Now is a great time anyway. Okay, Samus once again found herself on the surface of SR388. That was the setting for Metroid 2, and it was where the Metroids originated from. DLC has a side story about Monica pissing herself at the movie theater. Oh man, that's special. Oh my god, is that Monica's piss that Samus just absorbed and got attacked by? God damn it, Monica. Just Monica. It was there that was attacked by a life form I had never encountered before. Find out a lot more about them through this game, and they're back in Metroid Dread. So later, I learned the identity of my attacker, the parasitic organism we now know as X. Fucking X parasites. Unaware of my condition, I was trained to the station when disaster struck. Oh!
Whoa, Bobby!
As the X had infested my central nervous system, I lost consciousness and my ship drifted into an asteroid belt. I delivered that grade to an asteroid belt. That's what happened.
We went to an asteroid belt, and then I had to land on it, yada yada yada. One thing led to another.
Just emergency systems automatically ejected the escape pod before impact. Biologics vessel recovered it and transported me to Galactic Federation headquarters. However, during the journey, the X multiplied within me. Monica's piss multiplied within me. I too was pissed off.
Chemical addicts.
But actually pissed on. Samus has boogers. Covering large areas of my power suit. Then came to light that the organic components of my power suit had become so integrated with my system that it could not be removed while I was unconscious.
But anyway, Anyway, on to the real shit. DDLC Plus has a side story about Monica pissing herself in a movie theater.
I already read that. But also, Monica's piss was darker due to dehydration.
That too.
Large portions of my suit had to be surgically removed, dramatically altering my physical appearance. However, thanks to my central nervous system were too embedded to be removed safely. I was given a minimal chance of survival. Then someone found a cure. They got this green stuff. You like green?
They got it from Batman Beyond.
Yeah. Metroid using a Metroid cell to make an anti-X vaccine. See, the Federation had managed to preserve the cell culture from the last infant Metroid from SR388. Which, for those who haven't played Metroid before, yeah, she finds that baby Metroid, like, it's born right in front of her at the end of Metroid 2, and then in Metroid 3, aka Super Metroid, at the end of that game, it ends up saving her life. Like, it sacrifices itself to help her defeat Mother Brain, who's like one of the main villains. And now they made a vaccine out of it. Serum was prepared and injected without delay. The X-parasites were immediately and completely destroyed. That's great. That's great.
Yeah, let's just keep talking about DDLC.
My other favorite game.
That's getting your other favorite sequel, which apparently they're charging money for it this time, and I'm like, not really.
No.
No.
If people want to complain about Metroid Dread being $60, like brand new high quality game that's like people have been waiting 20 years for, but I know DDLC Plus is like 30 or something, right?
Something like that.
But it ain't going to be worth the 30.
It would be overpriced at $5.
Yeah. It was overpriced at free.
They should have paid people to play it.
Yeah.
Quote unquote play.
God knows it was a chore for us. As for me, one life ended, yet I survived, reborn as something different. Yeah, Fusion suit is a big departure. Pondering this fact, I realize I owe the Metroid hatchling my life twice over. We'll soon be arriving at the BSL research station. I must prepare for docking. You will go with me, Broly. You will go with me, Samus.
Why is Obama announcing that thing that you just said?
The ship's computer has notified me of our approach to the Biologic Space Labs, or BSL, research station. During my surgery, the research team sent the last batch of creatures we captured there, as well as the infected pieces of my power suit. After regaining consciousness, I learned that an unexplained explosion rocked the station. For some reason, this awoke a nameless fear in my heart, and now I'm being sent there to investigate. There's always some crazy shit that happens, and Samus has to go investigate.
Let's split up, gang. Samus, you go with Shaggy and Scooby to this side of the space station.
Oh yeah, I'm sure Shaggy and Scooby are going to be pulling their weight.
Yeah, they are.
Oh yeah.
They're each going to get their own little power suits.
They're going to be gaining their weight.
Yeah.
A mission on the BSL station will be overseen by my new ship's computer. Following the commands of this blunt computerized CO is something I have to bear, as it was a condition of my taking the ship. For someone who dislikes taking orders, this is the second time I've found myself having to do so. Makes me recall my other CO. And we'll learn about him too, but he was in other M, Adam Malkovich. There's a whole thing with that. But alright. Let's get into this. Yeah. This was actually this was the second Metroid game I ever played growing up. And I've been waiting ever since the end of it to get a sequel. Because this is for Metroid games that have currently been released, this is the one at the very end of a timeline. Because the Metroid games, for those who don't know, they actually tell one consistent story throughout all the games. Even the spin-offs are they have their place in the timeline. And Fusion has been the one at the very end of it ever since it came out in 2002. And every other Metroid game they've released since then has been either like a remake, or a prequel, or like an interquel, or something like that. Never continuing the story up until the new one they just announced, Metroid Dread. So that's a big reason why it's so damn exciting. And also Metroid Dread had been a rumor since like 2005, 2006, something like that. A long damn time.
Hello, Super Me 9000.
Hey, what's up?
Howdy.
So yeah, we're finally getting a sequel after all the time, and it's really cool that it's actually the same concept they had for so long. Because it was even called Metroid Dread all the way back then. So that's the excitement. Again, they currently store as capsules containing recent samples from SR-388, as well as parts of your suit infected by the X-parasites. The cause of the explosion is as yet unclear. Investigate. Forcing bay is there. Move quickly and quietly. Still unable to use most of my latent abilities. Don't forget that, Samus. Okay, I won't. Okay. Yeah, let's hop in the navigation room. No problem. Let's do it. Yeah, this was pretty much the first Metroid game where you take orders from the computer. Where they have to guide your way through the game and everything.
Metroid Dread, more like Metroid Manhunt LOL, says Super Me 9001.
Yeah, maybe. But there's also Dread when you're being hunted.
There's also the dreads that Samus will be wearing in the game.
Yeah, it's her Rasta game.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all saw her new suit.
She's gonna get yelled at for fucking appropriating that hairstyle. That's gonna be the whole
From
reason
Space
anybody...
Jamaica.
It's just Jamaica, but floating around in space. Nah, when we said we'd get high, we weren't fucking kidding, man.
Get these out of the way.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's confirmed. Alright. There's gonna be some mudsties to deal with.
Scary monsters and super freaks.
Oh god, it's a monster! Oh god, run, no, no, no. What do I do? Oh god, fuck.
Is that a weird fish frog thing?
Or are you just happy to see me? And I soaked up an X-booger parasite. But yeah, I think there were a lot of, like, people who were kind of new to Metroid. You saw the trailer for Dread, and I was been waiting for Prime 4 this whole time, and they even mentioned it right before. They're like, "What you know, we're hard at work making Prime 4. In the meantime, here's a trailer for a new Metroid game, or another one." And then one of the first things they showed in the trailer, Metroid 5. And so there are a lot of people who are like, "Wait, they just skipped 4? They're not doing Prime 4. They're fuck Prime 4. Fuck 4. We're doing 5."
We're getting way ahead of ourselves here,
Yeah.
boys.
That's still hard in development. It's going to be a while, so let's just do the sequel to Prime 4
Some
instead.
Star Wars shit. They're already getting ready to plan out the trilogy.
Yeah, but it's an easy mistake to make because people don't know that the main. A lot of people don't know that the 2D games are that's actually the main series. All the Prime games actually take place between Metroid 1 and 2, and then yeah, Fusion is Metroid 4. So Metroid 5, like, I knew exactly what they meant. A lot of the, like, the hardcore Metroid fans knew exactly what that meant when it said Metroid 5, but yeah, they could have maybe made it a little clearer for the non-fans, for the casuals, because I mean, Metroid had one of those like super massive franchises like, you know, Mario, Zelda, Pokemon, where like they could do it with just the core fan base.
Oh, they knew about the virus.
Yep, Quarantine Bay. Yep. Well, yeah, there's a virus in this one. It's a totally different one. They predicted COVID.
There's also a vaccine.
Yeah, there is. Mm-hmm. There is. Yeah, did you know that the Pfizer vaccine is made from Metroid DNA?
Mm-hmm. See, that's the thing that the liberal media won't report on.
Yeah. I've read about it in Nintendo Power. Fortunate news, specimens brought back by the field team were infected by X-parasites. They had COVID, and they weren't wearing masks.
They once were parasites, but now they're just X-parasites.
Yeah. The X can mimic its prey. Any specimen could have hosted it. Quick explosion and security sensors scanned one. Gelatinous X-parasites invade and rapidly reproduce, killing the host creature. They also absorb DNA and use it to mimic the host. You were almost killed by an X infection. Only the Metroid vaccine saved your life. Get your vaccines, folks. Okay, and Coulter and all of them protested this game hard. See, these Metroids were the main predators of the X. That's why the vaccine worked so quickly and so well. We actually saw in Metroid, the remake of Metroid 2, although this was also actually in the manual for Fusion, the Metroids were in fact created by the Chozo, that's the species, this alien species that raised Samus and made her suit and all this super advanced technology and everything. They created the Metroids when they were on SR-388 so they could be the natural predator of the X-parasites. And then that spiraled out of control and led to all these other problems with the Metroids, so... And thus where we're at now in the story, roughly. But anyway, the vaccines also changed their cellular makeup. You would never be infected by X again. In fact, you can now absorb any free-floating X-parasites without a host, and rarely touching them, and that's how you replenish health, restore weapons, also restore latent abilities this way, so pursue for X-parasites whenever you can. Stations home to many species, some violent ones. There's enemies in this game, by the way. You must keep the X out of the breeding environments at all costs. This is vital, Samus. I am already detecting massive vital signs in this region. X are gathering. This may be your chance to exterminate them, but you are only at 10% battle capacity. Chance of survival is extremely low. Not in my hands. The Federation needs you alive and on duty. Is your objective clear? Yes, let's do it. Please lock all the doors. Alright. That's dirt.
That's like saying we're gonna have a World War IV. We have World War III.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, you didn't remember World War III? I mean, it's a thing.
Yeah.
It happened.
Save. Yeah, who needs it when you can do 4? Like,
yeah, let's just skip straight ahead. This is gonna be such a big war.
fuck it, we're doing the sequel.
Yeah. 3 isn't enough to cover it. This war is too 4 for 3.
Hey, receive news from HQ. They can support you with downloaded weapons data. Once you have it, you'll be able to use missiles. Yay, I'm getting missiles. Hoping some enemies your team can't hurt. Head to data room. Go over there to get the missiles. Alright. Enemy. Peter reminds me of a gruff Federation CEO I served under named Adam Malkovich. And keep in mind, this game came out before Other M, so we didn't... Like, this game introduced us to Adam Malkovich as a character. We didn't actually, like, meet him, like, in the flesh until Other M, where they fucked up his characterization and made him a complete asshole. So, that was nice. Did I hear someone in voice chat?
Oh, there's Raven. He's voice chat.
Oh,
Am I coming in?
oh, I hear you now. I think I'm hearing the stream through your mic a little too.
I haven't muted on my end, so it might be able to stream on my end.
Okay, hold on. Let me adjust the volume so I can hear you better. Hold on, guys.
I'm here to ruin everything.
Yeah, what's the deal, man?
What's the deal with?
I'm basically Other M Adam.
Alright, yeah. Way to go, asshole. Alright, how am I gonna... How do you adjust the volume in the Discord voice channel?
You click
mean
on
the
my
volume
just
for
click on my name,
yourself or the volume?
Oh, hold up. I'll click on your name.
and then there should be a volume bar. You might have to right click on it,
Right click. There it is, yeah.
and you can just turn me up or down.
Okay, there you go. Turnt up. Getting turnt.
Turn!
Alright. Let's get back into it.
I'm assuming you all just kind of started. Or like
Yeah,
you started?
I'm right at the beginning. I'm right at the beginning, yeah. You didn't miss much of anything.
Yeah.
That computer reminds me of a gruff Federation CEO I served under named Adam Malkovich. She called me Lady on missions. From anyone else, it would have sounded sarcastic. Adam made it sound dignified. Out of respect and with some irony, I named the computer after him. Yeah, I'm just going up here to get me some missiles, and then we are going to fight the first boss of the game.
This was actually my first Metroid game.
It was my second. Yeah, didn't you like shit your pants over the SAX and then never play it again?
Yeah, I was a little kid. I was like.
Yeah, I can't blame you. I can't blame you.
Shortly.
Wait, you
Yeah, I got this
literally
game shortly
shit
after
your
it came
pants?
I don't know if he literally shat his pants, but he was scared. He turned the game off
I
after the first.
I used to turn the game. Yeah, this is
We'll
before I met Patrick.
we'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Yeah, when we get there, yeah.
Yeah. Who's the third peep? That's my buddy Rayford.
Yes.
He's been on some of our videos before, and yeah, longtime friend of mine. I thought it'd be fun to bring him in for this.
Fun. Glad to be here.
Yeah, data room is just ahead. All right.
By the way, I might have some, it shouldn't be picked up on my mic, but I do have some. I have like another screen that's on at the moment. If you can, like, it shouldn't be picked up, but if you do hear it, just let me know and I'll plug something in to make it.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so far we just, or I at least, just hear your voice.
Yeah, I just hear you.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, like, yeah, the settings should be so that you can only hear my voice. But yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, speaking of 3, we have 333 subs.
Maybe we can double that, and then be the official channel of Satan.
We will have a 666 subscriber special
Mhm.
where we'll probably just play Bible Fight over and over as Satan.
I don't know if you saw that one, Raver. It was a flash game. we did a flash game video of this game called Bible Fight, where you can play as these different. It's a fighting game where you play as different Bible characters, including Satan. And we basically, once we found you can do that, he has this pitchfork. It has a stupid range to it, and the AI is dumb enough that you can just keep poking people with the pitchfork. Just keep poking and smacking them with it until you win.
I'm looking at pictures of it now, and like I'm actually surprised at how good this game looks like visually.
Yeah, the art style was fine.
You can actually dethrone God in that game.
You can.
By poking him with a pitchfork over and over.
Get her back.
Mary's a fighter in this game. And she's holding baby Jesus.
Yep.
Yeah, Eve's a fighter in the game too, and she's naked.
Oh my god, this looks great.
It's pretty amazing.
It's good stuff.
Noah's got the anchor arms.
Yeah.
I don't want
the same.
She's twirling baby Jesus in her wood pose. That looks really fun. I'm gonna have to look this up into this later.
Yeah, it's pretty great. It's pretty great. Pretty
So
huge
this
vital
Metroid-
signs of the missiles work.
So one thing I just want to point, I really like how this game looks. Like maybe it's just because I love sprite work, but like I just think like this game just visually aged pretty well and just
totally
bright and color.
Totally.
Like it's colorful, but it's bright and colorful, but at the same time it's still like damp and gritty when it needs to be.
Yeah,
like,
it's
really
still
push that horror feel.
Yeah, it's got that like atmosphere to it. That's what I like with Metroid a lot. Like even with the Prime games and stuff like that, they're like they can be like dark and moody and gritty and stuff, but wait, I have to find another way out. I know where to go. But yeah, it can be like dark and gritty and stuff, but it's still colorful. And it's like sci-fi, so they can have all this weird like glowing alien shit and like fancy like computer screens, everything glowing everywhere. All that. So I like, because yeah, I still like color even if it's not like, you know, fucking Mario or Kirby or something. Even though I like that too. Those are great too. But I like that they can be colorful and still dark and spooky. Like in this. And yeah, the sprite work is awesome. I'm a big fan of that too. Alright. See if I can get some power-ups around here. Here it is. For missiles. There's actually like a couple energy tanks before I get to the boss.
I always wondered, like I always wondered like how they came up with the idea, like Castlevania and Metroid, like I'm just like, let's just put some random like wall power-ups, like wall chicken in Castlevania, or wall missiles and this, like it was always interesting. I always wondered like what was like the mentality behind the idea, because like there's nothing on the wall that makes you think it's breakable. You just so happen to shoot it.
I mean, I guess it's just like, I mean, even Mario has like those invisible blocks.
Yeah, it's like
It's just a cool little secret, you know?
Yeah. It's kind of weird. It's just like imagine like you're Dracula and you're just watching like the Belmont of the castle, and he's just attacking like every wall in your castle for no reason, and you're just like, what is going on?
Dracula's like, I knew I left that chicken somewhere.
Yeah.
Damn it, that was my lunch for the day.
It has a little sticky note on it that says Dracula. Do not eat.
This is actually why he put that. This is actually why like the second game is called like Dracula's Curse, because like after he ate this chicken, he's like, you know what? Look, like just fuck you and your whole bloodline.
Dracula curses because somebody ate his chicken yet again.
I'm terrified to eat someone else's lunch. Like I've only worked one job where someone actually like left their lunch in the fridge, and like I always ate lunch like outside. I never ate lunch at work. I always left. But I was always scared of like eating someone else's food, because like just the idea of it is just like you don't know where that's been. Like, would you eat this guy's lunch here?
I mean, Patrick's eating his lunch right now.
It'll be big and strong.
Patrick is metaphorically eating the boss's lunch right now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm on this last stage. I think I'm on one. There he goes.
Okay.
I like the design of this boss a lot. in that like it's I just think it's a really good way of giving you a tutorial without giving you a tutorial, where it's like, hey, like you can't shoot this enemy with like your regular shots, it won't hurt it, but you can use your missiles like you just got. But like, what if you use all your missiles? Well, if you shoot it, it drops life and miss in like energy. So like it's basically like as long as you don't like just keep getting hit, it's really difficult to actually die to that boss's like second form.
Yeah.
But it does teach you, like, hey, if you keep making a mistake, it's like, hey, here's a way to, like, hey, here's to fix your mistake, and here's to let you know, like, ahead of time, like, this is what you have to do to fight this thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of the bosses in this game have that extra form to the Korax. Let's see, let me try something. There was... I don't know if I can do it yet, because there's another energy tank. Oh, so do this, I guess. There's another energy tank that's above that boss, but I couldn't seem to reach it yet. Which I wanted to see racing the SR38 ecosystem. And yeah, by the way, that boss is actually originated from Metroid 2. That was the one that gave you these. It was an optional boss, but it gave you the spring ball, so you could basically jump in your morph ball mode.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna ask. It's like I figured like there are a couple bosses in this game that are actually from the previous games that just got like revived by the X parasites, or like the X parasites took their form.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, it could be that they, for some reason, the Galactic Federation had them on the station, and then they I did not mean to do that. And then like the X got hold of them. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see.
That's always sad when you got a good friend and then the X gets home.
Yeah.
And they gotta go to rehab for the X. Some people go to rehab.
I don't know.
Well, pretty much anything can.
Including Metroid Fusion. There was a time I used to just constantly boot up this old file, boot up my old save file, and just play just the ending of it. Okay. Yeah, I can't seem to... That's one thing that Fusion does that some of the other games let you do. You can't wall jump up a single wall because you move too far horizontally once you bounce off.
Yeah.
Because if I could do that, I could get back to the top of this and then get the energy tank maybe, but I don't know. There is a way to get it later, so it's fine.
No, I actually didn't even know that you could wall jump in this game until at the title screen, when you just leave it there, like it plays like little demos of the game. And there was one where they show like a pretty late portion of the game where you just wall jump repeatedly.
Yeah.
To get up to a missile tank. And that's when I realized, like, oh, you can wall jump, and it's really hard to do. Like, you have to time it really properly, but like,
it's harder in Super Metroid. I feel like it's easier in this one. And Zero Mission's even better with it. But yeah, but they did that in Super Metroid as well, where it would show a demo, and there's like some crazy shit you can do in Super Metroid that you wouldn't know unless you watch it on the title screen. Okay, that room's too cold. Let's come back to that later.
Samus goes back and grabs.
Yeah. Over her power suit.
Yes.
oh, wait, that's right. Isn't that the room that Ridley was in?
It might be.
The Sub-Zero containment.
I think so, but we'll see later.
That's what Sub-Zero does.
Okay, going down the elevator. We're just crouching the overhead platform. That works too.
So,
Kawowie!
So I actually restarted this game a couple of times. Oh wait, actually, maybe what?
Yeah. Dear God!
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, hey, look, it's me. Man, I blew up that door good. Those damn soulless eyes.
I just think it's spelled out.
Those empty, soulless eyes.
Shit, looking like it come out of the Beyond by Lucio Fulci.
I think I heard like one of the big inspirations for this game was The Thing, actually, which I haven't seen. But I guess it's some old sci-fi movie where like where the creature can like turn into different things.
Well, is it the original Thing or is it the Carpenter version from the 80s?
I'm not sure. I've just heard it was inspired by The Thing. I'm not familiar with it though. So
I mean, I've watched the Carpenter version and it's a pretty good time. I have not seen the original, which the full title of that one was The Thing from Another World.
Main elevator leading to the exit shaft has been severely damaged. I wonder by who. It'll be totally unusable for some time, unfortunately. Some unknown Asian is at work. I wonder who.
Some unknown Asian is at work. That's what I heard you say at first.
Some Asian person.
Oh, we narrowed it down to a few billion people. Maybe we oughta...
There's some Asians at work right now. Probably at like Nintendo and other Japanese companies and American companies. Asians can work in different places. You know. Not to make a whole thing out of it. You know, just shut up, Adam. Just shut up.
Statistically less likely, if all things considered.
Just shut up, Adam. Get to the point. Something very powerful. Certainly not human. You know. God damn it.
Just don't even follow that up.
I'm not going to. I'll report what I know more. Now listen closely. The exit sector 1 have invaded the atmospheric stabilizers. Unless want to alter the environment to their needs, they are already reproducing. Those kinky bastards. Clearly all 5 atmospheric stabilizers to stop them.
Yeah.
Clearly. Is your objective clearly?
Metroid Dread, Fusion or Metroid fucking Quartz.
Yeah.
Like grammar. Oh, dude, can you imagine the creature designs in Metroid Quartz?
I already needed that 9 energy there. It's a little more difference. You know that this Fusion, since you don't have a full power suit, it is definitely tougher than some of the other Metroid games. Like, you take more damage.
Yeah, because don't you start with more abilities in Super Metroid as well?
I don't remember exactly, but I think in Super Metroid, I think you still have a pretty basic loadout to start with.
But I don't remember. The beginning of Super Metroid throws my shit.
Yeah, it's pretty well paced. Yeah, in Fusion you end up taking more damage. Like, it's a more linear game, but it's tougher in terms of like the enemies and stuff. Here's the energy stick. And yeah, I saw in the YouTube comments, because I've been watching a bunch of Metroid stuff lately, who'd have thunk, people were actually saying, they were pointing something out in Fusion that, let's see over here. Apparently, these atmospheric stabilizers have a little GameCube in the corner.
Yeah, they do. I remember.
Maybe I have to clear this out first.
It's the upper part of it.
Maybe I'll get a better look at it in a different one.
It's at you have to look at another one. It's in like one of the corner, in the upper corner, I think.
Yeah, I'll have to look for that. Okay, let's see, let's do the store. Yeah, these guys are Metroid 2 as well. I think in this section of the game in particular, there's a lot of Metroid 2 enemies, because that whole game took place on SR388. Okay, I don't think I can... I'm not sure if I can do anything in this room. Let's see. Yeah, missiles. Take it. But I'll have to come back so I can explore the lava. Got some space pirates over here, but actually just they were space pirates, and then the X-Parasites got a hold of them. They drank too much purple. And then the X-Parasites got hold of them. Because the pulled pork, yes. Pulled pork made them vulnerable. Pork. Oh yeah, I think I see it.
Eminem got fat.
I see the GameCube in the upper left corner right there.
Yeah.
Nice. Because yeah, that was the big console at the time from Nintendo.
Nice to see that like the GameCube was so durable that even like years later.
Yeah. Built like a tank. The laser probably doesn't work in it, but still.
Actually use the carrying case part of the GameCube.
Oh, and the handle on it? I used it a bit.
Yeah.
I would take it back and forth from my mom's house to my dad's back in the day. So that actually came in handy. The handle came in handy.
I never owned a GameCube of my own. Like my sisters had one.
Yeah.
So I never took it like back and forth anywhere.
Yeah.
I did take my PS2 back and forth. Well, not back and forth. When I had a PS2, I didn't actually need to take it back and forth. Like by the time I was allowed to kind of take my PS2 with me, my dad just kind of let me just leave it at my house.
Yeah.
Was it the big fatty PS2 or the later slim PS2?
It was a fat one, I think. I'm pretty sure. I think it was a fat one. I don't think the slim one was out yet. But I don't actually know what happened to the fat PS2. I think I might have given it away to my cousin or something. But because the PS2 I have now is a slim one. I keep that one I remember buying I bought a PS2 just so I could play a bunch of old PS2 games I never got a chance to play. And I never actually finished a bunch of those PS2 games that I bought.
Can relate.
Spent a bunch of money buying a bunch of old... Actually, not a bunch of them. Some of them were cheap, but there's some that are really expensive that I never got around to.
Yeah.
Playing a lot of Nintendo...
Even now with Dread announced, I'm going to be getting a Switch and adding more.
Oh, man.
Even though I'm gonna try to keep that under control with the Switch. I will make an effort to stick with. I'm gonna just get Dread first and just play that, and then I'll see from there.
Well, what I end up doing with looking at my Switch library, I have digital games on my Switch that I genuinely forgot I even owned. That I bought on sale.
Yeah.
But as for actual Nintendo games, I've actually kind of kept it under control. I actually kind of kept what I had under control, and that there are some games I haven't finished, but there are also games that I kind of just told myself there are some games that are priority finishes, and other games that are I'll play it when I feel like it, and just kind of have Donkey Kong. It's I'll play Donkey Kong when I feel like playing Donkey Kong because it's not it's some grand narrative that I need to enjoy for the next thing. It's not I need to figure out it's not there's I need to be ready for the Donkey Kong cinematic universe or
See.
routine K. Rool, like takes over the land and.
You mean like Tropical Freeze or something?
Yeah, like that's what I have.
Still never played that one. But I also haven't finished the first Mario Country Returns.
I've only finished the first Donkey Kong Country. I've only actually played Donkey Kong Country and Tropical Freeze. I've never actually played 2 or 3. Even though I've heard so many good things about it.
I played Donkey Kong Country.
I like the Metroid series actually. I've never actually played that many Metroid games. Like I played Metroid Fusion. I played Prime 1, but I never owned it. I played Prime 3 Corruption, but I didn't finish it because I was trying to finish Twilight Princess first, and I just never actually got around to finishing Twilight Princess.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god! That's not a Shozo statue. What the hell? I'm ripped off.
So I played Donkey Kong Country, the first two. But the second one it's a good game, but goddamn is it hard. Like, I gave up on it after a few worlds because I just couldn't.
Yeah, I think I've heard 2 is a lot of people's favorite.
Which I can see, because it is a very good game. But,
it's tough.
I don't have a lot of patience for difficult games.
No, it's not locked in yet. I think I saw a path to the left in the previous room. Whatever. I should be able to go back through this room out.
One thing I'm wondering about Dread is I wonder if the pursuer enemies, I forgot NB.
Yeah, Emmys. E-M-M-I.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to be strictly mechanical. Like I wonder if there's gonna be strictly mechanical ones that are gonna follow you, or if there might be like other types of like pursuer enemies.
Yeah, I think with it, the Emmys, they're all robots. There's actually, if you go on the Metroid website, Metroid.nintendo.com, they actually have kind of, they explain a little more of like the synopsis for the game.
Okay.
And yeah, the Emmys are designed by the Galactic Federation, and they're like DNA extracting robots designed to like hunt down and extract DNA from specific unknown creatures. And the Galactic Federation sent them to this planet called ZDR, and which stands for Zant's Dance Revolution. Yeah, they sent them all back with them. They haven't heard back, since then the Emmys have something's gone wrong with them, which is why they're pursuing you. Something's happened where they're hunting you down in Metroid Dread. And it's supposed to be like different types, because there's different areas that are controlled by the Emmys. They're not just like pursuing you through the whole game. It's like there's certain areas that are like marked with like a special kind of door where they're going to be patrolling, and there's one Emmy per area, and there's different types that have like different kind of abilities and weaknesses and stuff. Can't seem to go through that yet. you're on the website?
Yeah, I was just like picking on there real quick just to see if I can find it. I wasn't.
Yeah, and apparently they're gonna be doing like regular updates there too. So.
I wonder if they'll ever, like, not for Metroid necessarily, but in general, I wonder if Nintendo or anyone can ever top the hype they have with the Smash Dojo for Brawl.
Yeah, I know, that was crazy. Even though Brawl is like people's least favorite Smash games, I mean, I liked it, but I get it for like the competitive scene, it's not seen as good, but yeah, the hype leading up to that game was insane with the dojo.
Yeah.
Check that shit religiously, I think.
Honestly, for me, my favorite Smash just goes in order, like, their release. Like, I think the next Smash, like, whatever Smash game comes next is, like, it just ends up being, like, I like this one more than the previous one. Like, in part, just because, like, all the slow, small changes, like, roster and all that.
Yeah, they just keep making the game bigger and bigger.
Oh, man, like...
Many of X have already made it to other sectors. In particular, Sector 2, a tropical habitat, shows abnormalities.
There's a joke to be made about capitalism or something where, like, Samus wakes up from surgery and immediately is told to go back to work.
Well, no, she immediately gets the hospital bill first. Here, it's,
like, oh, God,
you owe us $5 million. Better go hunt some bounties. Oh, and apparently the SAX may have helped help the X-Parasites get into Sector 2. Sam, let's get over there. We need to put an end to this. Yeah, let's do it. So yes, listen to the briefing. My thoughts turned to Adam. The real Adam. Not the one from Other M, but understood me well. He would aid orders by saying, "Any objections, lady?" He knew I wouldn't disagree. That was just his way of knowing our trust. I wonder if I could trust his computer, too. That was a really weird short hop.
You know, some people, when they stub their toe, they just kind of flip for a bit.
Yeah.
She just front flips her way to freedom.
The identity of our mystery saboteur, Samus. The next mimic in you, called the SAX. Dun dun dun. The SAX came from a capsule containing your infected suit parts. Used a power bomb to escape the quarantine bay. An explosion reached the capsules containing all the X at the start of the disaster. Keep this in mind, all ye who have yet to get vaccinated from COVID-19. This is what could happen. This could happen to you.
So that little flashback they did to the SAX, like when it was at the elevator.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of funny because, like, I know it's there for the player, but I think it's funny to imagine, like, it's Samus thinking of it because, like, Samus hasn't met it yet. So it's kind of funny, like, oh no, Samus is remembering the thing she never saw.
Yeah. I mean, she at least knows something happened because there was the
yeah, the explosion.
Yeah, everything happened there, but yeah, she hadn't seen it yet, but I guess she knows now anyway. Okay, well, can't fix the SAX. It's making Samus at full power. You see the SAX just run. The thing about fighting, you're still very vulnerable to cold. Unexpected side effect of the Metroid vaccine, because Metroids cannot handle cold very well. You gotta have a thermostat set pretty damn high for a Metroid.
Yeah, I just remember when that big freeze hit in February and all those Metroids died.
Yeah.
F in chat.
There's nobody in chat.
Like Metroids, you can be frozen by an ice beam. Of course, the SX is armed with the ice beams. Stay away. See it, just run. Just run like a motherfucker.
Run.
HQ says they have bomb data ready in the room, data room. Bombs help you find a way out if the SX traps you. It's here, but seal by level 1 hatch. I do a security room and release level 1 locks. Okay. Okay. So you gotta open that up, get the bombs, and keep exploring, and watch out for the SX. Oh, we got some F's in the chat.
Yeah, but from me.
From you and Raver.
Yeah.
Alright. Still, as I realized this wasn't a Doki Doki Literature Club Plus stream, people were out. They're like, nope.
What? This video game? Fuck that. I came here to read.
Yeah.
While looking at pictures of anime girls at the same time.
Just like an actual literature club. Let's go this way. Ow. I hit the ouchie tower. Alright, just this away. Or easy. The security room isn't worse. So I may actually have to go. We go this way. Yeah, I didn't catch that. If it was even, like, directed at us. Okay, here's security.
I think we're getting close to... Actually, I don't remember, actually. It's been such a long time. I don't remember which part this is.
We're talking about, like, the first encounter.
Was it the first encounter? Or like, no, not the first encounter. I forgot which boss was it. It's been so long.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember what boss is here.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're fighting it quite yet.
Yeah, but speaking of encounters, like, I do remember as a kid, like, turning off my Game Boy.
We'll get there. We will get there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, wasn't there a thing where, like, when you have a charge shot and you go to Morpho, it shoots out the shot automatically or something?
Yep.
I always thought that was... I remember the first time I saw it, like, I wasn't sure if it was a glitch or not, but, like, I just thought it was really cool.
Yeah. If an AM2R did the thing where if you charge a shot and you go to Warpole, it, like, sprays out bombs.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, handy for exploring and stuff. Speaking of bombs. Oh god! Oh god! There's a bomb. I wasn't actually talking about that one, but... Okay, big explosion and then heavy footsteps. I wonder... What could that possibly be?
How does it destroy the door that hard?
Yeah, because, you know, that happens all the time when you're playing Metroid games with Samus at full powers. She just obliterates the fucking doors. where they're unusable.
Like the door is closed. So, like the door is closed, so it's like.
That would be great. Yeah, you hit. Imagine like you spend a lot of the Metroid games like getting new weapons that allow you to open up more doors. So imagine you're at full power. You hit the door with your maximum firepower. It destroys the whole thing, but it's still closed. God damn it, motherfucker!
It's funny the pain that like it's just always like I don't even know how that happens. Like you blew it up so.
I blew it up
bad.
wide closed.
Yeah.
And it makes me wonder how the SAX got through it.
Yeah.
With the help and support
Well, because
of
the
friends and family.
The SAX blew it up. So that's how. That's not really the mystery part.
Mr. Logspan, can you help me? I'm locked out of my house. Well, what happened? I blew up the door and exploded it.
So now it's firmly shut.
And I need a locksmith.
F in the chat for the door.
Rest in peace, Jim Morrison.
Yeah. God damn it, door, get back here and clean those dishes.
Damn it, the doors! We lost that whole bit we did in that last attempt at a Super Mario Galaxy recording about the band names, like having their members be referred to, like the Beatles that are individually referred to as like former Beatle Paul McCartney. Same thing with like Rolling Stones, like former Rolling Stone or deceased Rolling Stone Brian Jones. Like, there are so many bands where you can do that and it just sounds so fucking insulting or inappropriate. Like, former Butthole Surfer. Or like... Guy who is a stroke.
That's such a weird confinement to have. It's like, for a space station, it's like, oh yeah, like, hey Lou, how do we get out of this building if someone gets stuck there? Oh, just put a bomb right there. It'll raise the platform right up for you.
Yeah. See, if you just drop a turd right here.
See, you either drop a bomb or you get the janitorial staff to come down and they got the big key ring. Then you gotta go all the way up to the janitor's loft. And all the way back down with the janitor. And the whole time the janitor smells like feet.
It's a real pain in the
And all he
ass.
wants to do is talk to you about his stamp collection. It's just, you know, you'd rather just fucking bomb the thing. I've had that conundrum before when I was in, like, junior high.
Yeah. So what brought you to detention? Oh, you never guess.
I blew a door closed. Oh, that was you? You made me late to class, dick. Glad you're here. Well, why are you here? I was late to class!
You deserve to be here, you monster.
Solitary confinement for the criminal.
Criminal.
Lifts the tile over and puts his tiny ass fucking 6-inch by 6-inch space just under the floor that only Dexter can fit in. None of the other kids.
He's very efficient that way.
One thing I did, I mean, I don't know if they say in the story, but like, how much time has passed since the X like took over this facility?
Well, I don't know, but there was an explosion in the quarantine bay, right? And that's what sent Samus here. But I don't think they actually say like how long it's been.
Okay. I was just wondering because I remember wondering if there was a point when I was wondering. I mean, I assume that like it hasn't been a long time because there's some scientists' corpses nearby that are around that look fresh. But I remember wondering because like all the vegetation in this area that was underwater, and I used to wonder like, is this on purpose? Because like there's a stream.
Oh yeah, well yeah, it's the tropical area. There's a tropical area. It's designed.
Yeah,
all the sectors in this game are designed to simulate different environments. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of vegetation.
Because that part was underwater, and I was just wondering like, was that intentional or is it because like it got flooded? I mean, it does make sense. Like, you know, because the environments are made to suit other creatures. Like, that's why there's like an ice area and all that, and like
I mean, in the area I was in earlier, I mean, it's simulating a whole planet. It's on 388.
Yeah.
So yeah. Here comes the boss. Introduce the new Apple I door. What was that?
This boss, is it like original to Fusion or is it?
Yeah. Yeah, this is a Fusion original.
That's what I figured. I will say that like out of the mini bosses in this game, this is not one of my favorites, just on visuals alone.
Yeah, I mean it's weird agreement. There's definitely some more standout ones.
Yeah, like one really late one. I forgot the name. I think they called it Nightmare.
Yeah, Nightmare is a big one. Alright. High jump and jump ball. Spring ball.
I think, like, the SAX, this parasitic entity that, like, can, like, take the form and intelligence or whatever it, like, takes over, finds that its most efficient tactic when it's near death is to just run into you.
Yeah.
Actually, I thought you got the high jump ability later. I guess I was wrong. I misremembered it.
Nope. Yeah, I guess you just get it then. Unless you guys are the way here. I wonder if I can. trying to figure out the timing here. I see that ledge up top. Has to go another way. It's fine.
I don't know if you remember the advertisements for this game.
I don't think I remember seeing the advertisements for it. I mean, like, not like on TV or movies. And I wasn't, because I didn't really start getting into video games until I think around like 2003, 2004. So it was still like a year or so after this game.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, the reason I bring it up is because I remember not knowing, because like I didn't look up anything pre-release for this game. I'd never heard of Metroid until this game, and like or rather, I had heard of Metroid, but I never played it.
Yeah.
Like the only thing I knew about Metroid was that Samus was a girl. And I remember thinking that Samus in this game was still like, I remember thinking that the SAX was Samus, and that that Samus herself was like an evil clone or something.
I can see that.
And in part because and it's weird that I have a feeling, because I remember having I'm trying to remember what it was. There was this. It was right before the GameCube and the Game Boy Advance came out. Like, there was this little DVD that I got from I think Electronic Gaming Magazine or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a little DVD that had like a preview of a bunch of games coming out, including Metroid Fusion, Metroid Prime, and Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. And I remember like seeing that and just being like, oh. I remember seeing that and just thinking like, oh man, like.
Oh dear.
So this is the Metroid game, but like, I wonder like, what's the deal with like Samus like being attacked or whatever.
So was that the moment you shat pants right there?
No, actually no. There was no like chasing thing, so like I didn't think about that. Like I did.
Oh yeah. So it was the first chase sequence.
Yeah, it was like, well, yeah, like, well, really just a moment like it first like shows up in general, but
Yeah.
I remember like that, but like there's actually like a commercial for the game as well, pre-release, that I remember seeing, where Samus is just like it's just attacking a bunch of enemies and stuff, and then like the SAX drops down, and then like it drops down, it's looking at her, and then like it zooms in on Samus, and then like she opens fire on the SAX. And I remember thinking like, oh no, like
Samus is getting attacked. Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure if I can find I typed in Metroid Fusion. I feel like that's a video.
Yep, it is. Yeah, that was a like Newgrounds animation thing.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I have to like see if I can find.
Like, do you remember the it was animation? Because I might have shown you it somewhere. I know I showed Justin. The one where it followed these like two space pirates, and they were trying, because Samus stole their grandma's cookies, and they were trying to get them back. And there was like a little shot of like, well, what did Samus even do? How would she even eat the cookies? And it showed Samus trying to eat cookies through her helmet.
Oh yeah, I think I did. I remember you showing me that years ago.
Yeah. Metroid Confusion.
Was that the kind of oh okay, I was gonna say, was that the kind of video games?
That was Metroid Confusion.
Yeah. But yeah, like I'll try to see if I can find that video just for later. That not Metroid Confusion.
Yeah.
The commercial. I don't remember anything. I don't even remember if it was CG or if it was like a live action commercial. I just remember seeing the commercial as a kid, thinking like, oh man, this was a really good advertisement.
Yeah, it's always fun seeing those like old game ads. I love seeing the Japanese Metroid ads actually. They get ridiculous, especially when they did all the live action shit. Where they're all in like always dudes in costumes and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh boy, we got trouble. Reaching the security lock may have been a bad idea. SX has invaded the water environment in Sector 4. Several thousand X. Oh shit. The blue hatch is active. The SAX slipped in easily. Creatures and systems in Sector 4 are already showing multiple irregularities. I'm currently investigating. Reaching my navigation room. Okay.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's no big deal. Just spray him with some Clorox or something. This enemy with my strongest abilities, but doesn't have reason? Probably not. Just a killing machine. In my current state, I can't face it head on. The SAX is me, only heartless. I must stop it before it learns its potential and threatens the universe. Okay, so the X have been fucking Sector 4 up royally. Certainly can't rule out the possibility of the SAX has a high degree of intelligence. I find the X fascinating, especially this SAX. But I digress.
Well, one thing I do think they might do, or like at least kind of hope they do, in Dread. And I think it's part of the reason that I think it might be part of the reason why they took them so long to make it. I feel like they might make it so the environment itself might change over time as the game goes by, because I know that they mentioned like how the SAX destroys like parts and stuff, and like they kind of reflect that by having like, oh, this door is broken or whatever.
Oh yeah, they do that all over this game. They do that where you can see like environments as you revisit them where they change. We even saw it in just the last one. It was a simple thing, but you had all those like worms crawling around at first, and then on my way out of the area, they had already developed into bugs that are just kind of like molting.
Yeah, and I wonder if they'll do that like even more, like having like maybe like the physical environment changing, like maybe like where you were once, like it's shaped like one way. And you go back through it, and like maybe like an entire area is destroyed over.
Yeah, like, I mean, how they did that a little in Samus Returns as well. The Metroid 2 remake did that some too. With the there's this boss, the Diggernaut, that would chase after you too with these giant like drills that it had, and it would like decimate the environment, and you had to like run and just keep moving to make sure you stay ahead of it so you can, you know, not die.
Yeah.
Okay, the SAX currently released a creature on the station called the Ceres. So that's another memorable boss from this game. Oh, this is also the one with the zappy water. Remember to always stay out of the zappy water.
The feared zappy water.
Yes.
My worst nemesis.
Here's some zappy water right now. Okay, this area's gonna be clear though.
You know, I think you should like monopolize that name, like Zappy Water. I think you can use that.
Yeah, I mean, I used that back when Justin was doing his stream, or he was doing like a series, playing through this one. And also the first time where he got drunk enough on stream to vomit in the middle of it. So we ended up deleting that particular episode. But yeah, when he was going through this area, I had to keep telling him, stay out of the zappy water!
It sounds like some kind of like energy drink you could make as well, like, you know,
Yeah.
call it Zappy Water.
Zappy water's got what plants crave. It's got electrolytes.
Zappy water. I got the Zappy toilet.
80% more.
Like how the Frank Zappa's
leading
toilet.
brand.
This Zappy water travels up like a leaf.
Huh.
What I really like about this game is the music.
Oh, totally. This is
like,
one of my
there are
favorite Metroid soundtracks.
There are moments where it sounds like fairly heroic, and then like the next area, like it'll sound like really creepy.
Oh yeah. It's like a lot more cinematic in Fusion too, because like it doesn't just follow the it's not like just a level theme or whatever, but like the music kind of follows along with the story as well, like what's happening in the story, the sense of drama.
Yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, I think that trailer I mentioned, that little DVD I mentioned, I think there was actually a part in there, like that doesn't happen in the game because it was just like, they probably had it for cinematic purposes. But I think there was actually an encounter where like you come face to face with the SAX and it just looks at you, and like the trailer ends, like the gameplay trailer ends, like you just stare back at it.
The showdown. Did you hear? Do 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 do. Do do do.
I guess that answers that question.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, it doesn't sound familiar. Like
Is it like some old Western movie or something? Justin knows it better than I do.
Yeah, Good, Bad, and Ugly.
oh.
The theme of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, sung by Charlie Brown's parents.
Oh my god. Ceres's skeleton. That's a ton of skelly.
And then a skeleton popped out.
And then a skeleton popped out. And that wasn't even the scary part.
Now we're gonna find out who Fawn was.
Yeah. Oh shit!
I remember the boss in this area being pretty cool.
Yeah. Sarah's the pretty cool boss.
Sarah's and
Just like
man.
little water. I just kind of like sea monsters in general, like as a concept. Although sea monsters also kind of like they scare me, but they don't scare me if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I blame Jack and Daxter for that. Very small. Never played Jack and Daxter before.
I've heard of it.
I remember it from back in the day.
So
I
whenever
didn't-
Jack and Daxter came, there was like the game. Those games always had a unique way of making sure you stayed in balance. And it was if you ever tried to swim too far away, something in the water would just come out and attack you. Like in the first Jack and Daxter, a giant piranha would just eat you. And I don't know about the second game, but in the third game, like a tentacle would just come out of the water and drag you down. And it used to terrify me as a kid. I used to hate that. And because of it, like because of that, it used to always just like I think that's kind of what just kind of got me. Like whenever I go into like big bodies of water in a game, I'm always worried about what might be in there. But like actually knowing it's in there, like doesn't actually like scare me. But like it's like if I don't know, like that's what frightens
It
me.
reminds me of that vid that there was some corruption video I showed Patrick recently where you're I don't remember what game it was. I think it was one of the Mario games. Where you're just out in the middle of the ocean with like a rubber ducky floating around nearby.
The world's scariest sea monster.
But then there's just all these weird, like, because it's a corruption stream,
Yeah.
so it's got all these glitches and strange noises and shit going on. And it's really, like, creepy and atmospheric, even though it was really just
Yeah.
him and a
Yeah.
rubber ducky.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just way out in the middle of the ocean. Just it was a fucking like vaporwave video.
I'm just imagining like that Sesame Street song or whatever.
But like a glitched out version of it.
Really? Oh man, that sounds creepy. Children's songs with like creepy music playing.
Speaking of ducks, I was looking up the name of a song I've been into recently, and apparently there was, in a completely unrelated video, there's a character in the movie 16 Candles called Long Duck Dong.
Yeah.
Long Duck with no C. Dong.
Long Duck Dong. Sounds
Yes.
like a name. Sounds like something to name my kid. Name your kids Long Duck Dong, and like they'll be the coolest kid in school.
Hell yeah.
Doesn't matter if you're a guy or girl, like you'll be the coolest kid in school. Like I promise you.
They might actually be a little cooler if they're a girl.
I have no idea how long my duck is. But can they quack like a duck?
Even better, they'll do things. They can make other noises like not known to ducks. Like they can just surpass other ducks or something.
That's not the question though. The question is, can you quack? Can you quack like a duck?
If you believe in yourself.
There's your answer. There's the answer, yeah.
That whole song is actually just a metaphor for believing in yourself. It should be like an anime opening or something.
Yeah. Okay, say there's an item in here somewhere.
Dreams will die if I high five the sky.
So inspirational.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't quite get what we're talking about, Ripper, look up a video called Can You Quack Like a Duck by the band Goat and Your Mom.
I'm actually just gonna go ahead and
Just link it, yeah.
Oh, I just found it. Wait, Goat Your Mom, you said? I just found it.
Goat Your Mom.
Yeah.
Oh, this is on Daily Motion, which means it got taken down from YouTube.
Yeah, probably.
It's on YouTube. I found a version of it.
I can see why it was taken down from YouTube already.
Just you wait. Just you wait.
Henry Higgins, just you wait. Just close out. Yes, we do see what this gentleman is doing with his balls.
The drummer's grooving though.
And then the guy in the vest walked up.
Yeah, yeah. All the dude is like trying to start a circle pit or whatever when the rest of the crowd is like a mile away from the stage. They don't want to get anywhere near him.
Yeah, like there's no like front row or anything. The front row is 20 feet away.
Yeah.
I did not think I would see something like this when I woke up this morning.
So there you go.
Charlie Manson and his all-star band over here.
Alright, enough of that.
For a lifetime.
There will never be enough. I want to hear those guys do a cover of Sweet Sheet to Jesus is a Friend of Mine.
Let's see, I can go down this way.
That's enough internet for today.
Anyways, I did find that Metroid commercial.
Oh, nice.
I will link that. I'm not sure which should I post in this general chat or should I just DM it to you?
I guess general's fine. Either way.
Alright.
Speed boost right here. I didn't mean to do it like that. Let's see, where is it like a... I bet this is like a shine spark puzzle. Or, okay, maybe not. This is a just run up here and go get it puzzle.
Sometimes you have to just go get it, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to go get it.
Get the thing. Go ahead, get it.
Are you still reading this?
You know, something I have been wondering.
Yeah.
When Samus is running like full speed, she crashes into a wall. Like, or like when she's, or like not when she crashes into a wall. When she's going full screen and then she does like the little shine spark dash or whatever it's called.
Yeah, yeah.
Doesn't that like hurt, or at least make her dizzy or something?
I think I've seen something where I think there was. I'm Metroid at some point where you could take damage from using the Shine Sword, but I don't totally remember. It sounds familiar. I think maybe Super Metroid did that, but I think most of them after that they just let you do it freely.
Yeah, the only reason I wonder is because I think about it, it's like I just thought about it. It's like, you know, when Samus gets slammed into a wall by an enemy, like that hurts her obviously. So wouldn't her doing the same to herself, like, just
Chozo tech, man. Chozo.
with this power of Chozo tech, self-harm is impossible.
Yeah, it's a good thing Samus doesn't
Wouldn't
like
that
it.
be great for certain jobs? Like, wouldn't that be great for like certain jobs? It's like it's impossible to hurt yourself on the job. Like, you can never, like, imagine you're a skateboarder. You can never hurt yourself again while you're a skateboarder. So like, Tony Hawk is free to like do whatever he wants, or Jackie Chan.
I wish that would happen.
Just do.
They would create something where skateboarding no longer hurts when you bust, and then like half the people who like skateboarding stop watching it.
Yeah.
They're like, well, if I can't get hurt, what's the point? Like, I only started doing this to break my legs for the girls, for chicks, bro.
There isn't any rebellious element to me anymore. I might as well be wearing a life jacket and like knee pads.
I'm gonna go back home and be an accountant like my mom asked me to.
I'm gonna be a dentist. Now that's hardcore.
Dentistry is so punk.
Yeah.
The morality, like, this is a very weird thing to say, but like, I wonder what the morality rate is for dentists.
Morality.
Morality, yeah.
I hope they're moral.
Or sound like, oh god, I can't speak English.
They're all horrible people.
Morality rate.
They're terrible.
Well, yeah, like, cause I mean, like, but you know, like, the mouth has like the most germs in like the human body. Like, it's like filled with germs, or apparently. So like, I wonder like how many dentists just get cuts on their, just get cut on accident. They're just like, I guess I'm dead now.
Hook me to a tetanus shot IV drip here.
Okay, so Sarah's been affected by the X2. Well, as a result, her another ability, Speed Booster. Miss rate, you may be able to face the S6 yet, but that's still a ways off. If she has more support data, some missile upgrade data. So we need this, but the data room here is sealed with level 4. So there's avoidably sensitive areas this is necessary. Also, the routes to the data room in section 2 is blocked. So more SAX activity. No, a deliberate activity pattern, as if it is blocking your recovery intentionally. Samus looks like your best option for this download is in section 3. Okay, sector 3. Over there. Indeed. Ow!
Well, I always thought that ability was really cool. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Just the way that looks always was like great. Like, I always.
Yeah,
loved-
Shine Spark's awesome.
I remember, like, because I remember getting to that I got to that part. I saw that ability way before I actually got there in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the because of like the intro like demo screen.
Oh yeah.
And I remember like not knowing how to do it and just thinking like, and once I did figure out how to do it, like once I found the area long enough for me to do it, like I would just use it a bunch.
Yeah, it's addictive. Once you pull it off, it's fun just to do a Shine Spark, even if it's for no reason. And there's actually, in Zero Mission, if you try to go for the 100% run, there's a lot of items that are behind these really intricate Shine Spark puzzles. and it can be really tricky, but it's like satisfying to pull off. And there's like more mechanics to it as well beyond just like initially doing it. There's a thing where like if you shine spark, like there's only like you shine spark into a wall and you stop. Or if you shine spark into like a ramp, she'll actually stop the shine spark and keep running, but she'll like charge it up again. And so you can keep moving with it, and then jump over here, shine spark this other way, up to another ramp, keep charging again, go up here, charge again, and all the way until you eventually get to the item. It can get really like intricate. And they might do some of that in this game too, but I'm not sure. I've never actually done 100% in Fusion before, so that could be something that someone to try out.
One of my complaints about Fusion, I will say, is that I do wish that maybe it's not fair to be like to Fusion, but like I do wish that I was able to use the speed boost a bit more often than I am able to use it. Like I do whenever I get like a new ability. Whenever I do get a new ability, it's just like I want to use it as much as I can, like all the time. I just want to keep using that ability.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very dependent on like how much space you have to use it.
Yeah, I played.
If you want a proper Metroid game, let's use Speed Booster whenever you want. You need to play Metroid Elements, the Flash game. Justin can attest, it is fantastic. It is the ultimate Metroiding experience.
I will say that I did play this Metroidvania type of game not long ago called Indivisible, like about a year or so ago, called Indivisible. And that game speed boost is kind of interesting because there were a couple of ways to activate it. Like I think if you there was like it wasn't just running straight for a couple of seconds. I think you could also activate it by I think you could also activate it if you tapped forward like 4 times in a row. Like immediately, like it would give her like the main character, she would build up enough like just by you doing that enough time, she would like build up enough speed. Or at least in like one of the older versions of the game, like one of the early demos, like the game would let you do that. And they had like a bunch of other, like they had some really unique. What I really liked about it was kind of like how Metroid has it. Like a lot of your weapons and gear were actually able to be used as puzzles. You have an axe in the game, and your axe wasn't just for like melee attacks. You could use it to grab onto ledge. You could use it to like hit on the grab on the walls, right. And you could jump off of walls with it. And like you could shoot an arrow. You could like shoot arrows at like you could shoot an arrow into the wall and use that to kind of like as well to kind of like you use arrows to like hit like switches for distance and stuff, and like there's just a bunch of stuff like that. Like that was really cool.
Yeah, I always enjoyed that with these games. Yeah, so what to do.
Is there not something on the ground maybe?
Oh man, I still haven't really explored this way anyway.
So the enemy right there, that little weird worm thing, looks so funny. I like his design because of how creepy it looks.
Yeah, I think those were in Super Metroid. see what's over this way. Oh, great. That's over there. Inevitable death. Okay.
Accidentally tapped out the stream on X.
Yeah.
So how far is this into the game right now? This is about like a little less than halfway, I think.
There's still a decent ways to go.
Yeah, I remember because I think this.
Because you come back to this one. You come back to Sector 3. We're still just doing our initial visits to all the areas.
Yeah, I remember. I think it was the. Where was it? Like I know for sure. Like you get like a. It's. I think the halfway point is I think the snow area. I think it was Sector 6. What it was called?
The snow area is Sector 5. But yeah, you have to. You get to areas like multiple times.
Yeah, I remember that. Like you do backtrack to certain areas with like more stuff to like see an area to see stuff you haven't seen before.
I'm just trying to remember how to get back to where I need to go for the bombs.
Hey, so I'm gonna be right back in about like 5 or 10 minutes. I think I'm gonna step out for a moment.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right.
maybe the upgrade is super missiles. And I'm pretty sure I need super missiles to blow this thing up. So maybe I have to go back around the other way. It's been a little while since I played this, so I kind of got a little mixed up on where I need to go exactly. I'm sure once it hits me, I'll be like, oh yeah, of course it was that. Actually, yeah, I think it might have just been around. Yeah, there it is. Ah, there it is. That's all it was. Okay, I remember what I have to do at least, so... Shouldn't be too bad. Except now I'm back in... Did I not save in Sector 3? I thought I did. Whoa. Oh my god, look! That's a ton of skelly! Could have sworn I saved in Sector 3. Whatever. I can do this again. That's no problem. Sector 3 again. I think maybe what the problem was I might have hit the wrong, when it asked if I want to save, I might have hit the wrong button. I might have hit B instead of A. Maybe when I had yes selected, but it still like continues and, you know, does the animation or whatever, but I don't know, because the save rooms are separate from the restore rooms in this one, so maybe not, because I know like in the Prime games, some of the save rooms in Zero Mission, it'll heal you, even if you don't save, but they don't do that in this one, so I don't know. But I think maybe it was something like that. That's why it didn't actually save for me. Let's see here. Say that was a hey. Okay, let's do that. It doesn't even do it. So. Hopefully it's not glitching out in some weird way. In fact, just in case, I will go ahead and load these. Do it, not load. Do a save state. Save state options. Save state. Okay. Big, loud, crashing sounds.
Oh, yeah.
Save state. There we go. And I guess I had to see that door was blown closed. Because I know it's coming up here. Oh god. Keep moving. March. March.
Oh, that way.
What's up? What was that, Ripper?
So, I guess I misremembered. I guess there's another heat part that I misremembered. I thought this was the part where you did the, what was it, the gravity suit?
The gravity suit. I don't...
For the lava, but I thought it was this part, but I guess there's another actual, like molten part, and not just this.
I mean, yeah, there's parts like that. There's parts like that. And there's, again, you come back to this area after a while. But yeah, it's not quite there yet.
Okay.
Alright, let's see, there's some kind of item here. Here's the thing, I could use that. Alright, cool. Save state.
Wait, save state?
Yeah, because I don't know if you saw we were on the phone. I got a game over, and then it took me all the way back to Sector 4 before I fought Ceres.
Yeah, I did see that.
Had to do all that over again. So I feel like it might, because I could have sworn I was saving in Sector 3, but maybe something glitched out or something, I don't know. So it just as like a failsafe, I'm using save states whenever I use a save room as well, just to make sure I have that.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the security robot I just fought. Okay, destroy it if you meet it again. Your safety is vital, but as to your brief, level 2 locks are released, so 5 and 6 is now open. It means those sectors are likely to be infiltrated by X. Much harder to stop than we initially suspected. Sector 5 is Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero. You're still susceptible to cold from the vaccine side effects. You'll take damage if you even set foot inside there. We'll avoid 5 for now, but in the meantime, HQ is working on data to adjust your suit for extreme temperatures. Unless we have a transmission, you can download it, but they've destroyed all the data rooms we've used so far, so I no longer doubt about their capacity for critical thought. Let's use the data room in the night habitat, Sector 6. Go there and access a navigation room. Okay. Tread lightly. You're the only one. You can do this. X can be much more powerful than we know. Alright.
By the way, still, I know I mentioned the Metroid commercial, but have I ever shown you the...
Hold up. Go
ahead.
Does Samus suspect anything? No, I do not think so. Good. Monitor her closely. Affirmative. Out. So... suspicious things behind the scenes. Ooh. Anyway. You were saying?
Creepy figure in the shadows because the Federation can't afford proper lighting. I was saying, have I ever shown you the American commercial for Link's Awakening?
I don't know if you have.
It's really funny because it's just it has basically nothing to do with the game. It's just a rapper in a dark room just saying "Down with Zelda," with like small videos of the game on like a projector behind him.
Okay, I might have seen that. It sounds familiar. We're trying to make it all like edgy and badass.
I love the contrast of Nintendo of America and Nintendo. Like,
yeah.
Where like Angry Kirby became a
yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Okay, X from a Sub-Zero from Sector 5 are in Sector 6, and they have been changed by the cold. If you absorb one, you'll be frozen from within. The suit's like a deliberate tactic, and once you download the various suit, there'll be no danger, just be extremely careful until then. Yeah, this part can be pretty tense. Just avoid the blue X. And power beam sounds okay.
Oh, that's a really good looking. I don't even know if that's a 3D render or not, like, or if that's just made to look like it's 3D, but it looks really good for a Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, the X-Parasite render.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've always thought they look good on here. I think it's actually pixel art, but yeah. Pretty damn quality. Let's see. I used a save room earlier, so I'm gonna use a save state real quick. Blue X. Another Blue X. Oh god. Oh lord. Okay, she can drop down. Stay away! Alright. I go back the other way there. That's not a good spot. Fuck it, I'll take it. Oof! Ow! Brain freeze. Ugh. Fuck. I handled that well.
I do think this was a really interesting part.
Oh yeah,
where,
totally.
like, the X naturally, they naturally come towards you because of the fact that, like, they're trying to infect you, but they don't realize you're immune.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, you have this here.
Where it's like, no, they're straight up attacking.
Yeah, like, it's that moment where if you didn't realize it before, like, it's where you realize now, like, they were always attacking you.
Yeah.
It's just only now can they actually hurt you.
Yeah.
And it reminds me, because, like, when I first played this game, I actually skipped, like, that intro cutscene. And, I kind of, I restarted the game
shit!
a bunch of times.
Oh shit. So I'm
So
gonna
this
get
is
past
one of
that
the-
wall. Powerbomb.
So this is one of the parts where I, turn off the Game Boy immediately.
Yeah, I can see that. That's because I don't remember if it even leaves. Oh god, fuck! Fuck. Fuck me. Shit. Oh god. Run! Although, honestly, the XX can actually be pretty dumb if you know how to outsmart it. I usually end up just right away, but I've seen videos where people, they fuck with it completely. And it actually gets really silly.
For the line that's mentioned, like, how, like, despite the cool concept, it's very, like, its AI is so dumb that it wasn't really that big of a threat. Although I was always able to let it slide just because of the fact that at its time, like, you know, like, it wasn't, like, it was kind of hard to make something like that.
Right.
But yeah, like I was mentioning, like when I first played this game, I skipped the opening cutscene. So I actually, like, I played, like, the game at
through.
kiosks.
Fuck. Oof. Okay, well, you should go there right here.
I assumed that the eggs were just just like power-ups.
Oh yeah.
So when I restarted the game and actually looked at watched the opening cutscene and realized, like, it kind of changed the opening part of the game and its context for me, because it's like, oh, the X parasite, like, when you destroy that first enemy, whatever, the X parasite, like, attacks you, that comes in, like, it absorbs you. It's like, oh, you know, like, it was probably something you probably want to dodge, because, like, if you have the context for it, it's like, oh man, this thing, you know, it can kill you.
Yeah.
Hey, that's yours.
Yeah, give it back. It's okay, we'll get it back. Oh god, big old booger. Guess we have to use a charge shot on it. Because otherwise all those little things orbiting it will shield it from missiles. Sure, beam shots will go right through it. And I'm like ghetto screw attacking it and damaging it that way too. That's fun. It's fun to do when you can do that to a boss. Usually that's just something that you do on like the regular enemies, but I guess it works here too, huh?
What a crazy design. Like, this one is just like giant spinning.
It's a giant COVID. It's a giant COVID. Look at it. It's a fucking coronavirus cell right there. Okay. Got down Core X.
I remember seeing people joke about getting all 5 vaccinations to become Thanos.
Yeah.
So when I first played this boss, I actually thought that big form of it was just like the outer crystal that it's in now.
The Core X, yeah.
Yeah, like I actually thought that it was. I thought he just mutated into that, and that there wasn't gonna be one.
Yeah, but I guess not. I mean, yeah, cause it does look pretty damn similar. Big little spiky shell. Save state. Okay. All right, and I got the various suit from that boss, so now I can absorb it safely. But of course, I love this part where it's because they were tailing after you, and then you get the various suit, but they don't know that you got it yet. So there's a bit here where they're still chasing after me. They're like, oh, we're gonna get her. Oh, nope. And then
like shortly after it, like when they realize what's up, like they change.
They're gonna start running away. They actually like start actively avoiding you, which is I've always loved that. Like, oh shit.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool when I first played it. It's like, oh yeah, you know, they're learning, but like, and it kind of just helped push the whole theme that like these are really intelligent species.
Yeah. Yeah, see, now they're running away. They're like, oh fuck!
Yeah.
Oh fuck, we can't get her. Shit. Let's go back where we came from. Shit. Alright, see if I can do this without fucking it up now. Yeah, get over here, bitch. Like, I didn't need to absorb it, but fuck it. That's what you get. That's for later. Pretty sure I know what that leads to, but that's gonna be my much later in the game. Even this stupid shit. Oh, the missile tank is alive! Nah, it's okay. We're gonna give you an actual missile tank though, too. The devs aren't that mean.
Wasn't this like nearby? Isn't this near the area where you can do that big wall jumping thing?
I don't remember. I'm not sure which part that is.
Yeah, I think it was an early. I think it was an early area you could do it in. But I also might just be misremembering it as one of the later parts. Like I know the part I'm thinking of is where like you can do like not too far in the game because you'll need the extra abilities to use it to do that wall jumping puzzle.
Yeah.
But I just don't remember where the area was.
Yeah, the thing is, I never really like left it hanging too long on like the demo thing, so I never really watched much of that myself, to be honest.
All I know for sure is that you can definitely do it before the Sector 5 part, because I remember doing it before then.
Okay. I mean, I did a pretty extensive wall jump just a little bit ago. It wasn't really necessary, but I did it. Save state. How to download the various suit data? Doesn't make any sense at all unless the X and the ability to process data organically. At any rate, you have the various suit and that will be protected from extreme temperatures. More importantly, SX will no longer be able to freeze you so you can escape easier. But you're still too weak. The thing's too much for you. Currently have no way of damaging it, but my simulations indicate that a penetrating weapon like the plasma beam might work. Developing modification data will take HQ some time though. There's also a chance that you may be able to restore your plasma beam by absorbing a large core X, like I did with the charge beam function. As restoring the ice beam, I doubt it. Current cellular makeup would reject that addition, because Metroids do not do well with the ice beam. Therefore, HQ's developing ice missile upgrade. Besides a freezing effect to your missiles, it'll help. Go to Sector 5 for download. Okay. Onwards. Oh, get on it! Missile, but as you might expect, the data room is secured. Maybe more of that. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and save. Here, too. Yeah, I don't think this emulator, as far as I know, doesn't have a, there's a quick save button. That'd be handy. So I'm gonna pressure arc, so I don't know if it does that.
Was this the area? I might have missed it, but like the thing in the shadow in the background, is this the area where that happens in?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember really liking that. Like.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's just like a lot of the subtle or not so subtle things they do that make this like kind of just show off like the little horror aspects of this game. Like I really like that. Just like hey, there's something in the background.
Like, ooh, what's coming next? Big. Yeah. Very big and ominous and threatening. Making a creepy ass sound. And like they had a I don't know if you watched the Nintendo Treehouse for this, but they showed there's a boss in Dread that does something similar.
I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched like the first few minutes of it, and because at first I didn't realize it was like a whole bunch of brand new stuff. But I'll probably watch the rest while if there's downtime at work. I'll go through the rest of it.
Yeah, because there's two parts to it, so they got like about 40 minutes of gameplay for Dread total. You can see from a treehouse. I mean, it's awesome. I love when they do that. They did that for Samus Returns too. We didn't know that game existed. They announced it in the Treehouse in 2017 after they only dropped the logo for Prime 4, and it's like, no, here's like 40 minutes of gameplay already, and it's coming out in like a few months. So
yeah,
get ready. And they essentially did exactly the same thing with Dread, except Dread was in the Direct proper and not just the Treehouse. And yeah, I don't think I mentioned it yet, but like as you might guess, I am buying a Switch now for Dread.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning, yeah, you were gonna get a Switch and everything.
I've been holding off all this time, but it's time. If Dread is gonna be here, then yeah.
I mean,
no
it's not
fucking
the first
question
time
about it.
I've heard of buying a console just for one game. I mean, if you remember, I'm not sure if you remember the reason why I got Nintendo Wii. It was not for Super Smash Bros. Brawl. It was because Snake specifically was in Brawl.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah, because that was the first one where they had third-party characters in Smash.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. Like, Snake and Sonic.
Apparently they did actually plan to have Snake in the game. I mean, they planned for Sonic to be in Melee, but they were too late in development to put him in.
Yeah, and then like Kojima just like begged for it apparently.
Yeah, and then like fast forward here, and like
Yeah.
everyone, like we've got Minecraft Band, we've got Sephiroth and Cloud, and like they're so like it's so like everyone is on the table at this point. Like every time on Twitter, every time a new Smash character is about to be announced, everyone like Dante starts trending because they cry.
Crash Bandicoot's one of the big ones we can talk about too.
Yeah, like it's funny. People mention how like this is a better PlayStation All Stars than Sony's own PlayStation All Stars.
But yeah, I mean, I haven't picked up the Switch quite yet. I'm gonna give it some more time because they might. I don't know if they're gonna announce like a Switch Pro before Direct comes out. I don't know. There's been a lot of rumors. It would be cool to have, but I could see them holding off till they have like more big games for it. But they might still have like a, who knows, maybe they'll do like a special edition Metroid Switch or something. That would be really cool.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of rumors about like a Switch Pro as well, and like it's been so consistent that it almost feels like it has to be like at least somewhat true.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's a thing. It's just a matter of like when are they gonna do it, and like what will it actually be when they have it.
If it's just a better performing Switch, like I'll gladly sell my current Switch to get like a Pro version that's just if it just plays games a bit better, because there's some games like I wouldn't mind doing another playthrough if I could run them better.
Yeah. Especially
if they fix the drift issue. The drift is a really big issue.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. That's one of the things that's maybe hold off from getting it. That, and the main reason is just like I've already got so many damn games to play as is, so like
yeah,
it's hard to.
I mean, there are games
justify
like
it.
I'm finding my boss mentioned several times that like he buys games on release and doesn't even play them. By the way, your mouse cursor is on your screen if you want to move that.
Okay, let me get that out of the way.
I thought it was my mouse cursor for the longest time until I realized. But yeah, like I mean, I'm starting to do that as well. Like I'm starting to like I bought Digigaiden Collection because they recently put that out on modern consoles and on Steam. And I've been meaning to I've been meaning to replay those games because I just wanted to like learn them more in depth, like learn the deeper mechanics of them. Now that I can appreciate that series more. And I bought it on release, and I haven't even played it. Like I turned it on just to make sure it ran, and outside of that, I actually haven't even played the game.
Yeah. I mean, I don't usually buy games on launch, but I'm definitely guilty of like, it's like getting them when they're on sale. So it's like I got it while it's cheap, and then I'll play it eventually. And thus I've built up a crazy collection of games that are still completely unplayed. So, yeah.
I'm happy that I got certain PS2 games when I got them, like Silent Hill 2, because some of the older games are extremely rare. Like Nintendo games alone are already super rare, and I know it's on a Nintendo platform, but like for PS2 as well, like. There are some games that are just completely out of print, and they cost a lot of money to buy. Like there's this horror game that Capcom made called Hunting Ground, and they have never ported it to anything outside of the PS2. And because it's out of print, it costs over $100 to buy a copy of it now.
Damn.
And not just that, like, the second Silent Hill 2, which I have a copy of, apparently goes for over $100 now. Killer 7, thankfully, is on Steam now, so, like,
oh, cool.
you don't have to like, buy it, like, no copy of it now. But back in the day, it took me a long time to find a copy of that game because like all the copies were running for about $70, and I looked out and someone just so happened to put out a $10 version, or like in mid condition for like $10. Man, I didn't even try to get the Dread Collector's Edition. I didn't even attempt.
Yeah,
that.
I was too late. And I'm not gonna buy from a fucking scalper. I don't do that in general, but for Metroid Dread, fuck no. I've been waiting so damn long for that game, and it's important to me that, like, if I'm gonna put money towards it, it's gonna go towards, you know, more Metroid games, and not just some asshole charging for no reason.
He's like, buy this game for $1,000.
It's like, no.
I mean, I still don't understand, like, well, I really wish Nintendo would honestly just make higher quantities of these things so that scalpers...
Oh, yeah.
Because, and there are, like, some systems, like, I know that there's some systems in play that kind of fight back against scalpers, but not a lot of people use them. But yeah, like, I didn't even, like, try. In fact, by the time I found out that there was a collector, because I was still at work when everything got announced. So by the time, like, it actually went live, I didn't even look at when it was gonna go live, because I was like, I'm not even gonna attempt it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I went ahead and pre-ordered the standard before I started the stream. I was like, I'm gonna make sure I get some version of this game. I'm gonna get some version of this before it comes out, because yeah. And then maybe I could get maybe I can get hold of the special edition at some point. If it becomes available somewhere or whatever. I'm just not gonna rush it.
I will admit that part of me almost did buy the Mario Superstars, whatever it's called. Part of me
3D All-Stars, yeah.
Yeah, I will admit I almost did buy a second copy of that just simply because I know that it will be worth a lot years down the line. But I was like, I really don't feel like don't feel like spending another $60 right now.
Yeah.
On something that I'm not gonna do anything with.
And like they made a ton of those anyway.
Yeah. However, I did I guess the term is, I guess this counts as a scam. A store once. So there's this one like Twitter account that just tweets out game deals, and I remember one time about 2 years ago they mentioned that there was a price error at Walmart where Diablo 3 on the Switch was running for $17 despite the fact that it should be running for $60. And because it was an error, not every store was actually reading for that price. So, because by nature of it being a price error, like it's only a matter of time before they fix it. Like,
yeah.
Like, if we know about it, they almost certainly know about it as well. So I went to a Walmart near me just to like, and I asked like, hey, how much is this game? And they were like, oh, you know, it's $17. Whoa, that's not right. And like the lady, and like, you know, bless her heart, she definitely did what she should have done, which was look up the price online, take out a Black Friday ad and look through all the prices on there to see if it was listed. Ask her manager's manager, and then call another store.
Yeah.
Basically did everything she could to make sure she wouldn't get fired for selling it to me for $17. And then I bought 2 copies of that. I bought 2 copies of that game for $17.
Nice.
And then, with the intention, my initial intention was to like actually play it. But I didn't like it ran really badly on the Switch, which was to be expected. Like, it is a Switch port. And then when Resident Evil 2 came out on when the Resident Evil 2 remake came out, I ended up just selling those 2 copies at GameStop and got Resident Evil 2 new for $12. So, and that's a very good game, Resident Evil 2 remake.
Yeah, I've got that in my Steam library. Haven't played it yet, but yeah, I've heard great things about it.
Did you hear that apparently the Epic versus have you heard about the Epic versus Apple lawsuit going on?
I think I heard something about it, but I haven't been paying much attention to it.
I bring it up only because a lot of details about Fortnite have come out as a result of it, including
Oh, yeah.
the fact that they pitched Samus to be in the game.
Yeah, but it didn't happen though. But yeah, they were doing a thing. They're like bringing in like bounty hunters from the different. Here we go. Yeah, there you go. There's Nightmare. Or, I mean, not Nightmare, it's the mysterious shadow zooming through the background. But yeah, they're bringing in, like, other, like, bounty hunters from different systems to be in Fortnite. And Samus was gonna be one of them. The others were Kratos and Master Chief, which did make it in. But I think, like, Nintendo decided not to bring Samus over for whatever reason. Like, I'm not a Fortnite guy, but that would have been pretty cool if they did it. I would have been all in favor of it.
Fortnite's a game I always wanted to play, but never really played. If only because of the fact that my friends just didn't want to play it. Like, I could never get a group. I didn't want to play it by myself. I usually, like, when I play a multiplayer shooter, I usually want to play with friends. And most of them just were not interested in the game, so I just never played it. But
Oh boy.
I will, but like I do know that when they got a bunch of those, like I know they had like a bunch of character skins, like they had Ryu and Chun-Li and Kratos and Marvel, like and like some of the Marvel characters and some of the. You see, oh, this part here is another part where I turn my game off.
Yeah, this part gets pretty tense.
Yeah, like when I heard about this part, I actually remember this part pretty well because I remember this was during the summer. And my stepdad picked me up from like the daycare, like the day camp, whatever I was at during the summer, and I was playing it in the car, and like we were like, I remember it was nighttime. Like I turned it, like we were at the gas station, and I was playing in the car, and I turned it off when I got to this part, like after I saved, and I was freaking out because I'm like, oh no. And then, like, I remember him asking me, like, what are you so afraid of? Like, what are you so afraid of? Just go to the next level. On your Genesis.
Oh, if only it was that simple. If only it was that simple.
Oh yeah, he's definitely like, how old is he now? He's like pushing 60 now.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, like, even at that age, yeah. But anyway, go ahead and read.
Yeah. Emergency in Sector 3. The area could melt down soon. Seems the main boiler's cooling unit is malfunctioning. This could easily destroy the entire research station, as it would likely trigger the auto-destruct explosives. We have about 6 minutes. Hurry to Sector 3, access the control rooms to the side, the main boiler room, and most of the systems are down because of this. Again, we know who to blame. The SAX must have hacked into the system control file, but impressive intelligence. Is redacted clear? Yes. Please don't kill me! I love like how intense the music is in this part, like that.
Oh yeah. And like the voice, a lot of the voice in the background.
Yeah. Yeah. Reminds me a little bit of like the ending sequence of Alien, the Alien movies.
Yeah. Speaking of that, didn't I heard that Way Forward actually made an Alien game.
Really? Huh?
On the DS or the 3DS. I don't remember which.
Huh.
And I never actually heard of it, but I heard it was really good. It was on the yeah, it was on the DS. Yeah, like I heard it was actually really good. I was surprised that I'd never heard of it, and apparently it came out like near the end of like the DS lifespan. But like it had like I shouldn't say it was inspired. I don't know if it's right to say it was inspired by Metroid if Metroid was technically inspired by Alien.
Yeah, because I know Metroid was inspired by Alien, yeah, originally. Don't blow up! Don't blow up!
If I remember right, this part has a unique game. If the timer goes out, there's a unique game over sequence where you see the space station explode.
No, I don't remember what.
I think
You could be right, though. You could be right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have some. See where that guy. Here we go. Ice missiles.
Maybe like you can freeze it
Yeah.
during this intense heat.
Yeah. Yeah, it should just be like a fucking super soaker. Because you're in, you know, all this room full of lava and everything, so just, you shoot your ice missile and just water comes out.
So there's a boss in Metal Gear Solid 5 that's just completely on fire, and you have there's like a joke weapon you can get that's a water gun, and it won't hurt. Like it was tested for a long time. It won't actually hurt him, but it will like slowly. It will stun him for a moment if you shoot him with the water gun. And when I say a water gun, I mean like literally one of those toy squirt guns you can get from the gas station.
Nice.
You just shoot it at him, and he's just like, "Oh, what is that?"
That was which game?
Take it.
That was which game?
Metal Gear Solid 5.
5.
Phantom
Okay.
Pain. Like you actually are supposed to like pour a bunch of water on him, but like the water gun itself won't be enough. And if it is, like it takes like forever to do it.
To main boiler explosion.
Come on, asswipe. Gimme. Alright.
Really
Got the
like how
wide
this
beam.
enemy shoots you when you shoot it.
Yeah.
Like it's just like a pseudo punish for like attacking it at point blank range.
Yeah. Okay, well that's cool down. I mean, it's still lava and shit everywhere, but hey.
And I think that's the first human, and I mean, like, it's not human, but, like, I think it's the first, like, living human-looking person that you ever come across in the series.
Yeah, I think so. I think so, yeah. I mean, excluding Samus herself, of course.
Thinking about it now, like, it's kind of crazy how much gameplay stuff was spoiled for this game. Like, I remember seeing the plasma beam before the game even came out,
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, they had the plasma beam in like Metroid 2. That didn't start with this one. They had that in Metroid 2 and Super Metroid.
Yeah, but it's still, you know, you think about it, it's like, it's something you don't know you're gonna get until you get it. And it's just like, huh. Kind of crazy how, like, how they just kind of tell you, like, oh yeah, you're getting this. Especially, like, you know, in today's era where, like, people really don't want to be spoiled by anything gameplay related, so, like, they, like, you know, they're trying their hardest to not be spoiled by something like that.
I can see that. But, I mean, I feel like it's more excusable if it's, like, a returning thing. Because then, like, are they just going to show Samus not using any powers? That'd be kind of weird.
Usually, I think what I see most people do nowadays is, like, they show, like, the amount of stuff they show is usually from, like, the first 30% of the game. So that they don't reveal, like, all of the stuff they have, like, I'm trying to think of a game recently that, oh, I can think of one, actually. So, the RPG Nier, recently got a remake, about a month or two ago, that came out. And what's interesting is that in the original Nier, during the opening, like, during the pre-title screen cutscene, whatever, it has, like, a part where they just show, like, a bunch of gameplay. And some of the gameplay in that literally shows off the final boss.
Oh, great.
It is with zero context. You have no idea who this character is. And it doesn't, like, zoom in on him or anything like that, but it is the final boss. And I didn't realize at the time until, like, I didn't even realize that it was there until I watched like a playthrough years after I had beaten the game. But in the remake, it's interesting because, like, it's like the developers realize, oh man, that's a bad idea. So in the remake, they actually took out that clip. Like, they completely removed that clip from the game.
Nice.
Which I thought it was just funny that someone thought it was a good idea to have it there in general. Like,
yeah, let's just fucking spoil it.
Like, imagine, like, you turn on this game for the first time, you're watching the opening cutscene, it's like Metroid 4, and then, like, instead of, like, having that opening cutscene where Samus crashes her step after having, like, a few too many drinks, instead just cuts to her, like, to the final boss of the game, whatever. It just shows the entire ending sequence with zero context.
Yeah. I mean, man, you reminded me of what pissed me off when the last Metroid game came out, Samus Returns. I had that game. It was coming out the day after my birthday, I'm pretty sure. About the day after my birthday, and I had it on pre-order, but because it was over a weekend, I had to wait for the order to actually get here, because, like, business days and all that shit.
Yeah.
So I didn't actually get to play it on release. And then, I swear to God, before I even got to start the game, I ran into a YouTube thumbnail that spoiled the final boss.
Oh man, I know I blocked at least one YouTube channel because of the fact.
And it wasn't like I clicked on the video. It was just like a thumbnail in the recommended.
Yeah.
Of an unrelated video, and it was like, fucking seriously? And it was right after launch too. It's like, god damn it. I wanted to be surprised by that.
So what I found to do, is if you're the more interested in the game you are, the less you should look it up. Actually,
I wasn't even looking it up. I wasn't even looking it up. Just related recommended videos on YouTube. Like, just avoid YouTube entirely.
What I mean is, you should not look up anything about, like, not even the game. You should not look up anything in that franchise, even before release. Like, the most you should look it up is, you should look at like, when it first gets revealed, look at that reveal trailer, and then after that, if you want to look at anything else, look at it on another, look at it on, like, incognito window, or, like, sign out of YouTube first, and then look at it. Because I found, like, I didn't realize that, like, the algorithm kind of remembers things you look at because of that. So, like, because I've actually had to like do that for like multiple games where it's like, okay, I'm really excited for this game. I don't want to be spoiled on it, so I should never look up anything on it. I don't want any of my like viewing data to like recommend spoiler channels. And now it's at the point where like I never get spoilers. I never get spoilers, or at the very least, I delay the spoilers. Like I delay when they show up on my feed. Like I still will get them,
Right.
but
Unless you have a window of time to actually enjoy the game first.
yeah,
Then it doesn't
I
matter.
like the Nier remake I mentioned. There is some new content in the game, and I did find out about some of it, but it was not on my main YouTube channel. It was not on my main account. It was when I just so happened to be like, it was on like another when I was on another computer and I wasn't signed in. I just so happened to see like a thumbnail that had like spoilers in the thumbnail, but it was because it was not on my own account that it was there. If it was on my own account, it would have never showed up.
Anyway, Adam here is doing a lot of speculating about the X and their intelligence, and the Federation is finding them very impressive. Don't let your guard down yet. The X are still a threat. Same as the sea biosigns on the habitation deck. Survivors? Affecting crewmen you saw had survived until recently. Maybe there's a chance. Alright, let's do it.
By the way, I'm probably gonna watch it for one more segment, and I'm probably gonna have to go for dinner and stuff.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry myself, actually. So I was gonna do this originally as one long stream, but I may have to at least like take a break at some point.
Yeah. Self-care is important.
Yeah.
The body is weak, and we have to take care of it kicking and screaming. You know, I think it's funny that there's like just little drawings, of like an arrow, but you will go fast for this one.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, like when the scientists were making these, like it's like, okay, yeah, use a bomb for this, use a missile for this, run into this as fast as you can, Jerry.
No, trust me, it's like some Wile E. Coyote shit.
Yeah.
No, you'll be fine. Just run straight in. I didn't mean to do the damn navigation room again. Shut up, Adam. I know what I'm doing. Boss of me.
I am absolutely maybe sure that this will not kill you.
I kind of wish, with that in mind, I kind of wish the Varia suit was just like a t-shirt. That was just like, oh, just put on this t-shirt and then it'll protect you from like lava and like super hot areas or you would melt. And that, just wear the t-shirt, you'll be fine. That was like Varia suit like 0.1.
Imagine they just put like a really like thin jacket on top of like the armor.
Yeah.
And then like the gravity suit for the hot temperatures, just her rolling up the sleeves inside of her armor.
Yeah. Actually, I really like the idea of Samus rolling up her sleeves outside of the armor.
Yeah,
Just
roll
completely
up the whole
pointless.
cannon.
Just completely pointless.
Take off part of the armor and throw it like a weapon and like in Smash.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's the Aminals from Super Metroid. He's so cute! Oh my god, it's a baby!
Turn to monkey.
They say Samus has no heart. I call bullshit.
What if they're just gone in the next one and it's implied that she ate all the ship?
Yeah. Yeah, they just slowly starve to death on her spaceship, her gunship.
Every time she like rescues an animal, like it's actually just like for food later.
Yeah. She going hunting. That's what Metroid Prime Hunters was really all about.
Just be like, yeah, you think it's like, you thought it's like, she's like, yeah, you thought I did this all because like I wanted revenge against the space pirates and I want to like save the galaxy. It's actually so I can hunt without a license.
Yeah. They actually call me a bounty poacher. That's a more technical term, you know. I don't know if that'll be enough. Nah. I get to miss a tank. Like. There we go. Save state. It's also very important whenever I do a save state that I say the word save state.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it doesn't work.
It's also important to save multiple times in a row just to make sure it worked.
Yeah.
Because you never know.
Ediku's and Ikoras. I met these intelligent beings before, and they seem to recognize me as well. How unusual to meet again here. In the past, they've helped me unleash abilities I didn't know I had, but where did they run to? I hope they're safe. Because I need them for Thanksgiving! Woo!
You know, you're not wrong because, you know, this game actually came out a few days before Thanksgiving.
Did it? I know it was 2002.
In fact,
I know it came out the
this-
same day as Metroid Prime. I don't remember the actual release date.
This game came out on November 18th, 2002, so
Oh, huh. There you go.
just a little over a week before Thanksgiving. So she got it fresh.
She got it fresh. There's nothing quite like the taste of a freshly cooked and carved Ediku. And all the crew members are dead. Yay. I imagine this was the case, but I had hoped it wasn't so. I believe the X only infected the humans for knowledge. That form's too weak for battle. I'm sure the others were merely food for the X. Samus thinks they're evolving, growing stronger. Becoming Exosaur and X-Toys. And Exosaur. Some are now appearing that resist your current weapons. If you anticipated this and sent power bomb data as soon as the hardware team finished it. Catch it clear. Yeah, let's get power bombs. And it'll be in Sector 5. Cool. Literally. And let's see. What time we got? I think I'm gonna go there and I might actually stop for a bit myself. Here's the Ridley room. Just frozen in time. I'm sure that will... Nothing will come of that. He's just done for good.
I always wonder why, like, Ridley's corpse was frozen in here. Like, I thought he was completely destroyed or whatever.
Yeah, like, because yeah, he was supposed to be totally destroyed by the end of Super Metroid, but I think what they did is because he was that this is maybe where they put, because Other M takes place between Super Metroid and this game. The story is weird and bonkers, but in Other M they have. It's not Ridley himself, but another member of his species, and he cloned from Ridley. Starts out as this, like, weird, creepy, white puffball thing with chicken legs. And then it gradually turns into Ridley over the course of the game. So the Ridley you fight in Other M is not actually the Ridley from Samus's past, but it's like another space dragon thing. And then, once Samus defeated that one, I guess they took the body, they took the husk, what was left there, and brought it from the bottle ship to the VSL for who knows what reason. And it got left on ice or whatever there. And that's, I guess, how we get Ridley in Fusion. So it's not even technically... Ridley has gone through so much at this point that he's... it doesn't even make sense. Because, like, he's a robot, pirate, zombie, clone thing.
Dragon, lizard...
Yeah,
thing,
from space. So, yeah. I think on like TV tropes they listed all the different episodes, so they gave the full description, and it was insane. But that's Ridley for you. That's Ridley. Ridley is a popular enough like boss in Metroid that they just love to reuse him, and they will come up with any excuse to put him in a Metroid game. He'll probably be in Metroid 5 for some reason. He'll be in Dread for some reason.
I can't wait for like the reason in Dread where it's just like his core, like it's not even like him active, it's just some space pirates like moving his corpse over, like they're like in a big, they're just in a suit that looks like him and they're just jumping around screaming and being like, it's me, Ridley.
Alright, we'll do a save state here, and I think I will hop off, at least for a bit. I might even come back later tonight, after I'm finished eating, and continue on with this, but I think for now, I should probably take a little break, at least. So, yeah, thanks for coming by, and I will continue on with this, if not tonight, then tomorrow, very shortly. So, yeah. Catch y'all later.
Nice. Thanks for having me.
Totally.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and dip as well. I'm not sure if I'll be back around or not.
I mean, if I come back on tonight, I'll let you know whenever I'm about to come back on, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, catch you later then.
Alright.